Yeah, yeah, good of you to join us.
Ah, good. Here we are.
Yeah, greetings, yeah, and Knielwe, sure. Yeah,
Franz,
last
did
week,
you find someone for timing?
I don't have anybody for timing. Would you like to do the timing?
Yeah, I'll do it.
Fantastic. You are there for the clocksmith, the timer. So just speaking about timing while we wait for the others to join. Oh, welcome, Kiamo. That's awesome that you could join. Is the first thing we're going to do is the elevator speeches, and that's 30 to 60 seconds. And all you have to do is to stand up and say, "Good evening. My name is Peter de Beer, and I am a plumber." And if you've got to block drains, then just contact me and I'll sort it out, or something like that. Or whatever it is, maybe you're a hairdresser or a hypnotherapist or
Just repeat
whatever
that.
you are. Okay. So I see the first thing we're going to do is call to order and a welcome. And okay. So we have got 6 people, which is good. Yes. Okay. So I'm having a look here. I see everything seems to be in order. And so without further ado, see, De Borger has joined us. Welcome. I hereby declare this meeting to be in session. Great. The reason why we use a gavel is we do the meeting according to Robert's Rules of Order so that we don't get into big arguments about small things. Okay. And okay, so the next item on the agenda is the roll call. Um, okay, and no, I haven't appointed any other officers yet, so I'm just going to do that as well. So just to make things easy, I'm just going to take a screenshot of the list of participants here. There we go. And yeah, so the roll call is done. Oh, big welcome to Frans Keldenace. Thanks for joining us.
Hi there, Franz. How are you?
Well, Frans, no, very good. Thanks yourself.
Good, thank you.
That is great. Yes. Okay. So yeah, we're just busy doing the roll call right now. And
Perfect.
okay, so you got here just in exactly the right time. Ah, and Srikamp, welcome, Srikamp. Sure. How are things going with you there, Srikamp?
Hi, Franz, and hi, everyone. I'm doing very well. Thank you for inviting me to join in this session. Yeah, so that's all. That is from my side, Franz. Thank you.
Thank you, Srikamp. Yeah, it's a great privilege to have you with us, and I'm really glad you could join tonight. Okay.
Sorry, Franz, how long do we have to talk?
Okay. Let me just see. Okay, for the okay, clocksmith. Okay, so the it's just 30 seconds, 30 to 60 seconds for the elevator speeches, and the rest is fairly open. Okay, so the next item on the agenda, I think I'm just going to share the agenda on the screen so you can see what's happening there.
Okay.
Okay, you should all be able to see the agenda now.
Mhm.
Okay, did anybody bring guests with them? Okay, so the meeting roles is a clocksmith, and Anchin has kindly offered to do that. A toastsmith, toast of own choice. So if somebody would like to do an ad hoc toast, they're quite welcome. Jesters, we got 2 jesters just to sort of make little jokes at 4 times during the meeting, 30 to 90 seconds, to say something cynical to make us cry or something funny to make us laugh. And yeah, and the rest we've got sorted. Okay. Introducing the roles in this chapter. At this point in time, we have a master of ceremonies and 10 other roles to fill. So you have to be a member to take a leadership role. Okay. Agenda changes. Well, I think, okay, Melissa Marnie is going to give a business speech as well, but hopefully she'll be able to join later on. If she doesn't join, then we might even finish the meeting early. Can you believe? But okay, let's just see what happens. Okay, and Jester 1. So I'm going to throw this open to the floor. Would anybody like to share a joke with us? Yeah,
Do you
anybody.
have
I'm not going
one, Frans? Do you have a joke for us?
to. Okay, I've got a really silly little. Well, it's sort of a joke. You know, I was at the University of Pretoria recently, and I was walking past. There were some really nerdy looking students here, you know, big glasses and all that, you know. That's why I wear such small glasses so I don't look like a nerd, you know. And I heard them talking, and they were talking about this one guy, Sheldon something. Yeah, it was absolutely brilliant. And I heard them just talking about this guy, you know, with in wonder. And I listened carefully, and this is what I heard. They said, you know what, eh? There once was a physicist called Philip, and he invented a rocket ship. He left one day in a relative sort of way and got back the previous day. Anyway, hopefully that was slightly funny.
Good.
Okay, so okay, now we're going to go into the elevator speeches, and this is where Anshin's going to make sure that we stick to 30 to 60 seconds. Do you have something to show us, Anshin, that if we go beyond?
Yes.
You can
I've got
change.
the timing red. Okay, first green is 30 seconds. Can you see?
I can see, yes. Okay.
And that is.
Nee, jou camera is af. Skaf jou camera aan.
Where's my camera?
Ja,
Ja.
jy moet jou camera af.
Oh, sorry. That's it. Sorry.
Okay.
30 seconds is red, is 30 is green. What's the next one?
Okay. So Anshin, could we tonight just do 30 seconds? Because I see there are a few of us. And then if
Yeah.
you just put the red light, when you get to 30 seconds, you put the red light, and it's sort of a shock thing, you know. And then you know you should stop if you don't want to be in trouble. You're not going to be in trouble, but
Okay.
would that be all right, Anshin?
Yeah, fine.
Okay. So we're all ready for we got our little elevator speech prepared, hey? If you don't have your elevator speech
Frans, hi,
prepared, you
that
can
is
put.
here. Frans, I'm suggesting that Anshin raises her Zoom hand because then she remains in the top left corner.
That's a good idea. Yes. Okay.
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 Skakel jou microfoon af.
And okay. Have you raised your hand there, Anshin? Okay, there we go. Fantastic. Okay. So let's start off. Okay, so let me just start off so you can just see how I do it and just get an idea of what you can do as well. So good evening. My name is Frans de Vantier, and what I do is something called Network Mine. It's a concept where we've brought business networking and public speaking, and we brought it into one concept. And one week we have business networking, the next week we have public speaking, and that's what I do. So I'm trying to promote this network mine, business of mine. And over to the next person. Peter, would you like to go ahead and introduce yourself?
Yeah, I'm Peter Welgemuth. I've been friends with Frans for, I don't know, probably 20 years, I think. Yeah. Today I am a business consultant. I've got my own hosting company. We've got a whole team of people building complicated websites, and we specialize in AI. In terms of where we're going, I'm a business analyst. Got a lot of corporate experience. And then I've been in the herbal industry as well. I've got a factory where we manufacture herbal medicines. And basically, I'm an entrepreneur. That's it. I'm done.
Thank you, Peter. That was awesome. Yes, Keneilwe, would you like to go?
Yes. Good evening, everyone. My name is Keneilwe. I am a mother and a wife. I've met Frans somewhere, and he invited me over. I am clueless. I don't know what is happening. I'm just here to observe. And thank you very much.
Thank you, Keneilwe. Yes, well, in actual fact, we met at a Toastmasters meeting. And that was a few years ago. Kiana, would you like to introduce yourself? Okay, you're still muted there, Kiana.
Good evening, everyone. Hope you guys are doing well. My name is Keanu. Uncle Francis' friend from church. Quite interesting, like to be here and to be a part of this group and to learn more about what is happening and how you can portray yourself in the business sector and even in the public sector.
Oh, no, thank you very much, Kiana. And Tebogo, would you like to go next?
Good evening, everyone. I'm Tebogo. I'm new to the space. I work in data. I think I met Frans alongside the other Frans at my previous workplace.
Yeah,
Hi, Frans.
absolutely correct, Tebogo.
Yeah, lovely to catch up. Yeah, and I'm here to observe and see what France has for us. I'm happy to be here also. Yeah.
No, thank you, Tebogo. That was great. Yeah. So yeah, you got to watch what France get up to, eh? And having said that, France, would you like to introduce yourself?
Yeah, no, definitely. Thanks, Frans. So yes, I'm also Frans, and I met Frans Daventier through business or through working together with RDB, and myself and Tebogo have both worked with Frans. But yeah, I'm also basically here to observe, and I think it's a good thing. I'm glad you invited us. And yeah, basically working more in the data sphere, data management, BI specialist type of space. But yeah, thanks for the invite, Frans. Keen to learn more.
No, it's a pleasure, France, and thank you for coming. It's great that you can be here tonight. And Srikamp, would you like to go next? I worked with Srikamp at the Reserve Bank some years ago. A really great guy. And over to you, Srikamp.
Hi everyone. Myself Shrikant. I work with Frans in Reserve Bank, and I like Frans whatever he does, and I appreciate what Frans was going next few of these whatever ventures he's working on, and yeah, I'm a bit of introvert, but I want to learn, or I want to improve my whatever communication or public speaking. And also I want to learn from the group of people who is working with the France. And yeah, that's it. And I'm working on data side as an IT professional. Yes, that is from my side. Thank you, Franz, for inviting me.
It's a big pleasure, Srikanth. And Daryl, yeah, I actually worked with Daryl as well. Quite an amazing guy. Yeah. Daryl, would you like to introduce yourself?
Sure. Good evening, guys. My name is Daryl, and I've been sober for 30 days. Yeah, so I'm basically an IT consultant. I work closely with Franz. I'm the CFO support and trying to gather as much knowledge as I can. And I'm soon going to become redundant due to AI taking over. So thanks for inviting me.
Thanks, Daryl. Yeah, so I think more than one of us, it's going to happen to us. We'll become redundant and we're going to have to reinvent ourselves. And Christopher, would you like to introduce yourself? I think you're still muted there, Christopher.
Good day. Good evening. So my name is Christopher. My name is Christopher. So I export I'm a student though. I export seasoning, I export ingredients, spices to abroad, like local spices, which are so I export them. Then I'm still in the field of cyber security, so I'm learning cyber security as a skill. But I also export season. Thanks.
Thank you, Christopher. Anton, you've still got the red background on there. Okay. So I just assume we're all in trouble. And Melissa Mani, would you like to introduce yourself? I've known Melissa Mani for quite a few years from Toastmasters. We used to give speeches together. We had a lot of fun. And Melissa Mani, you can introduce yourself.
Thank you for the opportunity. Good evening, everyone. My name is Male Isemane. I am based in Pretoria, Soshanguve. We call it the side on the north of Pretoria. I am established, a recognized public speaker, competent leader based on Toastmasters. And then thank you for the opportunity, Franz. Thank you for inviting me. And thank you, everyone. Good evening.
Okay, now thank you, Melissa Mani. And Palesa, would you like to introduce yourself?
Good evening, everyone. My name is Palesa Nape, and I am based in Benoni. I have about 6 years of IT experience. I've had a gap of 2 years. I'm trying to get back into the industry, and I'm also trying to learn more about myself again. As using data, as somebody that's also studying in Bible college towards ministry, and being a leader. I lead a cell group and several other welfare stuff that I do on the side. I do find myself in platforms where I have to communicate to a large number of people. So I understand that public speaking would be great to learn to get better, to communicate, in a very clear, better, effective manner. And the things that I saw on this group, which might look interesting, and I felt that I could learn a lot. Definitely, I'm trying to get back into the IT industry, and I'm also just trying to grow, as an individual, as as a professional. So thank you for inviting me, Franz, and it's a pleasure and a privilege to be here. Good evening to everyone.
Okay, no, thank you, Polisa. That sounded very interesting. And should we give Wilson a turn to introduce yourself? And over to you, Wilson.
Thank you so much. Can you hear me?
We can hear you, yes.
All right. Yeah, my name is Wilson Ndlovu. I've never met Franz in person. However, I'm in his other group, which is totally different from what we are doing here. And I am a customer engagement consultant and also an L1 network engineer. So those are my specialities, and I am, pursuing, the relevant certificates in network engineering. So for me, that is important because if you have the relevant sets, it makes you not important, but I think they like future employers trust you, have trust in you, and yeah. So this type of platform that we are having tonight is a first for me, and I'm looking forward to it. I'm looking forward to what's going to happen here, and I'm happy being here. Thank you so much.
Thank you, Wilson. That was great. And second last but not least, I'd like to ask Anshin to introduce herself. Yeah.
Let me just take this timer out of the way.
100%, yes.
Okay. Good evening. My name is Anshin Tron. Franz invited me. I sell Avon and Justine. So when I saw that you are doing networking, I kind of need a lot of tips from you. So thank you, Franz, for the invite.
It's a big pleasure, Anshin. So if any of you want some of the products that Anshin's selling, just speak to her afterwards. You can even just on the chat, maybe you can put your details in the chat there, Anshin, in case somebody wants to get some of those products. And of course, with Anshin tonight is Bertus. Let me just see if I've got his name right here. Bertus, yes. And Bertus, could I ask you to introduce yourself?
Bertus, jy moet jou kom self voorstel.
Okay, wow.
Hierdie ding regmaak.
Hello. We are kind of blended here with our virtual background. So maybe you should, and I'm not sure whether we're going to be blurred if we do that. So this is my wife, my only wife. One is enough. And what else you want me to say?
It's been great having you with us tonight. And yeah, you can tell us anything you want to, really.
Well, okay. I got to know Franz through Toastmasters. He told us he was with Reserve Bank. I heard a bit earlier. He's no longer with Toastmasters. I'm still with Toastmasters. It's keeping me quite busy. And what else? I'm still working, although I can retire. I suppose I hope to still be working for 15 years into the future, until I'm 75 or beyond. Okay, I'm going to say goodbye with that.
Right. Thank you, Bertus. No, that was great just hearing about what you're doing with your life. And yeah, and it's time for somebody in our midst to present a hardcore business presentation. You know, with business networking, we do this elevator speeches. We just introduce ourselves. But two people in network, if you go to a business networking, you'll find only one person gets an opportunity. But I said to myself, you know what, I can reorganize the program a bit and we can get two business speeches in there. So tonight we've got two business speeches. The first is going to be by Peter Velgemoot, and the second one's going to be by Malisimani Mpete. And they're going to tell us about their business, you know, their passion in life, really. And we need to really pay attention and listen very carefully, because we're going to learn a lot about their business, and maybe we can refer people to their business. So this is starting to get to hardcore business networking. And tonight,
What is the time?
Peter's going. Yes.
What is the time?
Okay, the time. Okay. So, Peter, are you okay with 10 to 12 minutes, or would you like 12 to 15 minutes?
It doesn't matter. Let's start with 10 to 12 and see how it goes.
Okay. Okay. So 10 to 12 minutes. So on 10 minutes, the green light, 11, the amber, and 12, the red light. Would that be okay?
Yeah.
Okay. And so what I'm going to do is I'm going to highlight Peter so we can really make the most of it. And yeah, let me just see, where do I? Okay. I'm just trying to see where to spotlight Peter. Okay, sure. Just can't find it now. But anyway, I'll find it very soon. And do you need to use any? Do you need to share the screen at all, Peter?
No, I'm good. I can just talk.
Okay. That's 100%. Okay. Okay, I'm just seeing, where do we highlight this chat here? Okay. Now, if you just bear with me while I just try to. Okay.
Francis' camera has to be on.
Okay. Yeah. So Peter, once you've got your camera on, I can spotlight you. So thank you for that, Burgess. Okay, there we go. So we can all see Peter very nicely now. And so Peter's going to speak to us about something very interesting. And Daryl mentioned earlier on that he feels that he might become obsolete because of this thing, because of AI. And Peter's going to speak to us about online businesses and where AI is going. And so without further ado, please all put your cameras on and help me to give a big round of applause to Peter Velgemoot with online businesses and where AI is going. And over to you, Peter.
All right. It's one of those subjects that are really difficult to discuss with people because you don't necessarily know their background of what they know about AI. So I'm going to make it as simple as possible. AI at the moment is something that you can use like ChatGPT to talk with. You can ask him questions and they can give you answers, that type of thing. It's almost like it's a companion. But where AI is going to make a big difference in business is it's going to replace sales. Now, that's a bold statement for me to make because at the moment we've been conditioned to try all kinds of methods to do sales. We've got businesses and we want to get sales done. That's what we've been doing our lives. But AI is going to change all of that and it's going to turn into what we call customer demand. So in a few years from now, sales will cease to exist completely. And so what will happen is I will go on to onto the internet, for example, and I'll be looking for something specific. So let's say I'm looking for this specific phone that I've got on my hand. And I'm going to give AI the exact instruction as to what it is that I want. He might ask me some questions. What do I want to use it for? And he might give some advice. And then I'm going to say, right, that's what I want. And then he's going to go out to websites and he's going to look for that specific thing. He's not going to be bothered about advertising. He's not going to be influenced by any form of marketing. No way. Marketing won't help. He will go and find exactly what I'm telling him to find. And so that's what we call customer demand. I know exactly what I want, and AI will find it exactly as it is. Now, how does that influence our businesses? We need to change how we think, because currently most websites, most businesses are set up for the sales side of things, to try and rub something off in your face that you probably need or that you don't need. But what you need to do is, with your website, is you need to go over to what we call structured data. Now, structured data is all the nitty-gritty little things that describes that specific product in absolute detail, so that AI can find it and make the call and buy it on your behalf. Now, AI will be able to buy things on the internet on your behalf within the next couple of weeks, I assume, because they've just launched a new payment gateway for AI agents. And how this is going to work is basically all the new computers that's going to come out won't come out with Windows as we know it in the past. New laptops will come out with a built-in agent. So you can talk to your laptop and you can give him instructions and you can tell him exactly what needs to be done. So if you want to send an email, you will talk to your computer and it will send the email. You can sit there by the braai, like myself. I've got a full-on AI developed on my computer that does exactly what I want him to do. So I can sit there by the braai with my friends and my friend will say, listen, I need a website. Well, that's what I do. We build these complicated websites. So I don't need to come and sit and build a website. I can tell my agent on my computer, listen, this is my friend XYZ, build him a website, this is what I want, give him a few instructions, and off he goes. And most probably by the time the braai is finished, the website will be built. End of story. That's what AI is going to become. So it will do exactly what I'm telling him to do, regardless of your sales speech that you have. He's just not going to be bothered about the sales speech. So agents is exactly what the future is all about, and it's going to go past that. So in my business, for example, I've got a hosting company. That's now, you need a hosting package to get a website, and you need to register your domain. And so that's what I do. So my agent monitors me on my computer all the time, and he can talk to me. So while I'm busy setting up a hosting account for someone, or whether I'm starting to build a business, he's looking at what I'm doing. And it's learning how to do things exactly the way that I do it. That's why I can later on give him instructions and say, well, there we go. You've seen me do it. Now do the same. Go build a website the way I would do it. But it goes beyond just that. Let's say, Franz, you've got an agent, and let's say you're an accountant, okay? And your agent has learned how to do accounts for customers. And he's going to learn from you. He's going to duplicate what you've been doing. Now, we are friends, and my AI will eventually connect with your AI. So let's say I need an accountant, and I need some advice. So I'm going to say to my agent, listen, I need an accountant. And he's going to say, cool, why don't you go to France? So he's not going to talk to France. He's going to talk to France's agent. that's been trained. And then that agent is going to connect with my agent and help me to get all my accounting done. And in the meanwhile, while all of this is happening, Franz is busy fishing somewhere in the river. And his AI is doing everything that he's been doing. And so each one of us will develop a decentralized AI model that will be trained in terms of what we do. And it will be very specifically going to do what I want him to do at the end of the day. So it will create a whole new network. And now you're in business networking. What you actually need to do is you need to start getting as soon as possible into agent networking. That's actually what's going to replace what you're doing at the moment. But there will be we don't know what to call it. It's probably going to be the World Wide Web 3, where the agents are going to start operating under each other. They will start talking to one another. They're going to exchange services. Now, to give you a practical example, Francis, AI agent who's an accountant, is going to come to me and say, all right, listen, things aren't working the way we wanted to. You're not making enough money to buy the new Land Rover or Land Cruiser, actually. Let's just cut the Land Rover out of it completely. The Land Cruiser, all right? I don't have enough money. So now he's going to organize with Christopher. Christopher's agent is a job placement agency, as an example. So that agent is going to tell my agent to go and speak to Christopher, and Christopher's agents are going to find me something to do in terms of what I do for my work. That, again, will generate more income for me. And now the accountant AI is happy, and now my accounts are working. And before I know it, one agent with the other, and the next moment they come and drop off my new cruiser here at my house. That's what's going to replace what we are dealing with at the moment. So everything that you are currently doing will eventually be replaced by AI. People are scared of that, but it's just because we're in the beginning phase of it. Now, in terms of your business, you need to start educating yourself in terms of AI, what it is, how does it work? How can you start incorporating AI into your business? Now, we are currently building websites that has built-in agents that knows everything about your website. We're building a site at the moment in the city that I'm in with the business commerce, where all the businesses are listed. The AI knows everything about every business and is busy connecting a network between all the businesses. And clients can come up and they can have a complaint, for example. The AI is clever enough not to psychologically accept your claim if you have a certain pattern of speech. And so the business are getting gradings in terms of their service. Then the business owners can log in and they can talk to the agent. And the agent will say, listen, there's been a lot of complaints about your business from the public. They're saying the prices are too high or the service isn't up to standard. And then the agent will actually start giving you advice in terms of how you can improve your business in order to rank better in the business network. And that's just an example. Other websites to be building. I'm building a huge website for people in England at the moment, a big insurance company. Websites are not cheap anymore, but the agent is there. You can talk to the agent on the website. He knows everything about the website. The owner of the business sits with the AI and actually trains the AI more in terms of what the business is all about, so that he can give authentic answers to that. Now, in South Africa, we haven't seen a lot of those websites yet because it's quite expensive. A proper AI website will cost you probably in the vicinity of about 300,000, maybe less, depends on how much of it we want to build. But I can show you figures I just did figures of a client this afternoon. It's a young lady. She was 28 years old. She sells, essential oils. And her website's going on for 4 years, and she's already standing on 64 million rand that was sold from her website. And most of it spiked last year when we upgraded her site. And the projected forecast for the next year that she's going to be earning from her website is about 95 million rand. And that's a young girl that's 28 years old. I mean, come on. But they did the investment, and they invested 300,000 rand in terms of building their site, and it's exploding. We can't all do that to that degree, but you've got to start somewhere. So if you need some advice, this is not the platform to discuss all of it. There's just not enough time for that. But you need to learn a little bit more about AI, where AI is going in terms of your business, and how are you going to introduce your business to the AI world that's busy unfolding around you and you're not seeing it. It's happening all over the show. I don't know my time now. I think we are at about 12 minutes past 8 at the moment. Frans? Am I good?
Would you like another 3 minutes?
Not really. I think if there's anything that I want to add to this is be careful of sales pitches on YouTube and those platforms. Everybody is still in the selling mode. They're trying to sell you something. So try and get beyond the selling point to understand where we're going, what needs to be done, and how you can gear your business for that in the future. And I guarantee you this, if you are not AI compatible in the next 24 months, your business will not exist. End of story. You have to. This is the time now. You have to get on board with AI. Otherwise, you won't exist. Your business won't exist. Make friends with somebody like myself that does have the knowledge, that does have the information, and that can guide you into where you need to go. Whether you've got the money or not, at least start educating yourself. That's all I have to say at this point in time, Frans.
Okay, no, thank you very much, Peter. Please help me to give Peter Welgemuth a big round of applause for his excellent speech on AI. And Peter, if you don't mind putting your contact details in the chat, and because I think all of us, we really are going to need to embrace AI in the coming future. And so we really need to get hold of Peter Welgemuth to help us to build websites and to understand AI. So please get hold of Peter, and okay. And if you can't get hold of him, contact me and I'll route you back to Peter again. But I think Peter's going to put his contact details in the chat, and then you can just get hold of Peter. So, wow, that is a really awesome speech. And, okay, it's time for the jester again. So, who would like to say something cynical to make us cry or make us laugh, a joke or some funny twist on something? Any takers on that?
Frans, if nobody's going to say something, I will.
But please go ahead, yes.
Put my video on again. All right. I actually heard this joke yesterday, and I've got to be honest, I laughed about it. So this guy went out one evening, and he went drinking with his old army buddies. And one thing led to another. 10 o'clock became 11, 12, 2, 3 in the morning. And eventually he rocks up home, but he's so drunk, he can't stand on his feet. He can't get the key in the door. And eventually his daughter opens up, and one thing goes on, he can't remember anything. But the next moment he wakes up in his bed the next morning. His wife is so friendly, gives him breakfast in bed, and he's got no idea what happened. So he called his daughter and he said, What have I done? What's going on? Why is your mom so friendly? She said, Dad, you couldn't open the door. You peed in the passage. You puked all over the bedding. It was crazy. But then Mom thought, okay, let's leave it until tomorrow. We'll deal with this guy tomorrow. And then she tried to take off your clothes. And that's where everything changed, when you started screaming, leave me alone, I'm married. The guy Dexter, try that.
Yeah, the sweetest words any woman could ever want to.
There we go. There's a little one for you.
No, thank you for that, Peter. And yeah, so let's move on then with our next business presentation for the evening. And we're going to call upon Melissimani Mpete, and she's going to talk about nurture and invest. And her speech is going to be for 15 minutes. It's actually 10 to 12 minutes, and then questions and answers for 3 minutes. That will take from 12 to 15 minutes. So altogether 15. But Anchen, you can time first 10, 11, 12. And then when the questions and answers starts, you can put like 1 minute, 2 minutes green light, 2.5 amber, and 3 minutes red light. Is that okay?
Yes. Yes. So it's
Okay.
1 minute, 2, and 3
Okay.
at the end.
So, Melissimani, are you ready to speak to us? Nurture and invest. And
Yes, I'm ready,
ladies,
Frans.
that is awesome. Ladies and gentlemen, without further ado, help me to give a big round of applause to Melissimani Mpete on, I forgot the name, Nurture and Invest. Yeah, you can beat me up afterwards for that, yeah. Nurture and invest.
What comes to your mind when I talk about nurturing and invest? Well, you got it. Most of the time we think of nurturing as a mother nurturing a baby, or being nurtured from being a child to a toddler to a teenager to being an adult. An investment, what comes to your mind? Ching, money, right? Well, we just seen Peter Wilgemoot presented now talking about AI. What he's just saying, to echo your words, Peter, it means we must start to invest now in AI, artificial intelligence, wherein we tell it what to do. And then you say that the sales, if you don't have artificial intelligence or any knowledge in the next 2 years, then your business will go down. So probably it means, Peter, we must hold you by your belt. We must hold you by your belt, probably, so that we can make our business to be successful. The nurturing that I'm going to be talking about is related to health. Good evening once again, ladies and gentlemen. My name is Mali Isamani. Nurturing and invest. They saying the new wealth is the health. So we must all invest in our health. What we eat, our lifestyle. Are you the type of person that when you wake up, you don't drink water, or when you wake up, you don't stretch? Well, that's the beginning where you get a bumper on your health. So maybe it's not early, it's not late. You can use AI to help you get on your morning routine. Well, on that note, the business that I'm going to be talking about, it uses what you call organic products. This organic product has been around for years, millions of years. Most of the countries like Egypt has been using it for over some centuries, if I may put it. And the name of this organic product, we call it the aloe. We do know that we do have different types of aloes, but this one specifically, it's called Aloe barbadensis mela. This product is a secretive product. It's sacred, meaning you cannot find it everywhere, but you can find it anywhere. However, it depends on the product, how is it being incorporated. It's been used to create products that are consumables, products that you can use on your face, you can apply, products that are for sports, incorporated in products that are used to manage the weight, as we talk about nurturing. Remember, the new wealth is the health. And then when you invest in business, you'll be investing also in your health and also investing in the actual business itself in terms of money. What's in it for you? When you ask, what's in it for me? Well, you have got the opportunity. Number one, you can start the business to use the product for yourself so that you can become your own best customer. You will have tested the product. You will have seen that the product, they are working, so that you can recommend to someone who needs it. You can use the product on children. We do have products for elders. We do know that most of the people, when we age, including myself, when we age, we lose our bone density and our bone strength and the bone structure a little bit, the bone density and the bone strength, of course. So we do have those products that nurture the bones. And some of us, we lose the vision. Our vision become a little bit blurry. We do have those products. Some of us, our mind starts to slow down. That's where some people develop what we call dementia. So we do have those products that caters for each and every category of people, from when you are an embryo inside your mother's womb to being a baby, including the mother herself in the process of reproduction, to being a child, a school, when you've got a slow memory, when you read, you take time to grasp some concept or to understand. We do have something for the kids. You are someone who is sportish, you go to the gym, you exercise, you injure yourself or you avoid to injure yourself. We have something for you. You are someone who loves to spoil yourself a little bit of red wine here and there. Well, we do have something, a product that you can drink to avoid having a hangover. If hangover is good for you, you can manage it. Well, good for you. But if you cannot manage it, then we do have something to cater for you. Women, we are so obsessed of taking care of our skin, and normally we focus on the face most of the time. Well, we do have products that cater for women. This Alubabadensis has been in centuries, and we use it fresh from plant. The plant itself, from being manufactured, be made a product, and it goes straight to the customer. There is no middleman. The middleman, there is no supermarket. Straight from the manufacturer, you become the distributor. You choose what you want to focus on. Do you want to focus on kids? Do you want to focus on people suffering from reproduction issues? Do you want to focus on people with bone or muscle related issues? Or do you want to focus on people who want weight related issues? Or obviously on skin? The choice is yours. Or if you want to go broader, you are also more than welcome. So in the business itself, you are not joining anything. You buy the products at a discounted price. Already by the time you fill in your form, well, AI is going to help us. I hope the business is going to go with the times. They will update their way of getting new people to distribute the product. You fill in the form, you swipe your card. Already there's a ready packaged box for you with a bit of every product that I have mentioned as to which one does what. And most of our product, the good news is that they are multi-purpose. And an example of product that I have that is multi-purpose is this one. You can see it's written Forever Bright Tooth Gel. This little product here, you can use it to brush your teeth. Obvious is a tooth gel. Number one, it whitens your teeth. It deals with gum gingivitis when you've got bleeding gums. It deals with, even when you have brushed your teeth, you do have some little bit of uncomfortable smelling breath. Then in that way, you can swallow it a little bit, just a little bit of pinch, less than a quarter of a teaspoon. You swallow it. It's even good for the kids as young as 1 year. It's good. It's good for elders because when people grow up, they become too sensitive to most of the products. So this is accommodative to almost everyone. When you've got sunburn, you can also apply after sunburn. It's a little bit itchy, but it deals with the skin, not have that skin cracking skin. When you've got blisters, you can apply on it. And also one of the most popular products which we use around this time in winter is this one. It's called aloe vera jelly. This one you can swallow. It deals with dry cough. Nappy rush. Mummies, most during winter season, they are so lazy to wake up and change some nappies. And you find the little ones having that little rush at the bottom, then they become uncomfortable and they cry a lot. You can apply it on your face. You can also apply after sunburn. It also helps deals with wound. When you're injured, you have been bent, you can apply it quickly. It deals with slowly. The skin gets its actual melanin or its actual tone due to the fact that it will help you to recover quicker. Those are some of the 2 products which I'm using to demonstrate. We do have products, of course, for the bone. We call it the juices. And then above all, I did mention when I started about hangover. There is a miracle juice that you can drink. We call it aloe vera drink. It's a multi-purpose. It's one of those products that has all these benefits, all these nutrients, all these vitamins from the leaf, aloe vera barbadensis miller itself. You can drink it. It has amino acids, it has minerals, it has vitamins. It helps to detox your body, cleanses your body. You will see the difference in your tone. If you can look at me, of course, you can see a little bit of difference that my skin is glowing. I do take those products. And then on that note, when you want to invest in this business, I'll leave my contacts. I'm on the group. You can contact me. My number is 081-471-4726. It's both on calls, on SMS, and also on WhatsApp. It's available. And of course, if you want me to explain more in details in terms of money, like I said, you are not joining anything. You buy to sell. You buy a stock, and then you're going to get a profit back. The first time when you are a first-time buyer on the first-time stock that I say is ready packaged, you're going to get 35%. You sell it at 35% back to get your profit. For every product that you sell already, you are going to get your money back. And then it's up to you if you want to share the business with other people or you want to sell for profit. So you've got an option to sell for profit for your own, or you can sell and also invite other people. Of course, I said, like, we're going to need you, Peter Velgemoot, in terms of what to tell AI and how can we best have the best pitch in terms of sharing with other fellow people who might be interested in selling these products. Remember, in summary, we do have weight management products. We do have facial skin products. We have skin that we normally call it head to toe. We have skin for the product for the kids, for the elderly, product for the memory, for the eyes, for the bones. And then, of course, what makes us to live for the heart and also for the blood. We call it cardiovascular products. If you already have someone in mind at this moment who's suffering from stroke, we have product that can help remedy it. If there's someone who's already suffering from dementia or sleeplessness, we do have products. Remember, our products are organic. It's not something that you need to consume every day to sustain yourself. You only drink for a certain period. And once you see yourself, you can only maintain from there. You don't have to buy all those products on a monthly basis. And then in terms of the product itself, so when you want to join, of course, you will start as what we call, you will become assistant supervisor. And then when you buy, you are encouraged to attend training so that you can get more product knowledge. You can get more knowledge on the marketing of the product itself. And then, of course, once you have started to say, I want to sell this product, but I don't have much of the pitch, we do have a team of people that we've already in the business. We will come to your house or to the place you have booked or people you have invited. You tell us the time and the date and the venue. We will show up and we'll do all the presentation for you. Do we have to share any profit with you? Of course not. It's a business of sharing. We share the knowledge, we share, and we're helping each other, because we're saying helping, it's all about sharing is part of caring. And then we help you, we share the business, the benefits, the products, and people, when they want to buy from you, or it's all your profit, when they want to join, like become distributors, they all fall under you. So thank you very much, Mr. MC, Program Director, Madam Timer, Mr. Timer. How am I doing on time? Am I still on time?
I think you got into the red, but we can start the questions and answers now.
Yeah,
Yes,
so I
I'm
go
opening the
back
floor
again.
for question and answer. Yes, just for 3 minutes, question and answer. Any clarity question, any comments? Yeah, I'm open. Anything, nothing?
Melissa Moni, I think if you can put
Going
your
once?
contact, Melissa Moni, if you can put your contact details in the chat,
Yes.
and then anyone can contact you there.
Mhm.
And of course, you can contact me, and I'll put you in contact with Melissa Moni. And please refer as many
Okay, I will
people as
type
you
my
can.
contact here is the WhatsApp. Thank you very much. Thank you, Mr. Franz. Thank you very much. I've shared my details on WhatsApp, and then if you want to contact me, you can DM me, and then we'll take it from there. Remember, the world is too small. South Africa, we can go anywhere. If we can go to across the border, we will definitely come to your place. Thank you. Thank you, Madam Timer.
Thank you, Melissa Moni.
a
That was
pleasure.
very informative. Help me to give a big hand of applause for Melissa Moni. Okay, that was awesome. Okay, so remember, we are business networking. So if you know of anybody who would like these products, just refer them to Melissa Moni. Take a note of her details. And if you find anybody who would like the services of Peter Welgemoot, or just somebody to speak them through some AI problems, refer them to Peter and let him help them. Again, Peter might refer somebody back to you. So remember the principle in business. If you want to help somebody, you have to start off by helping somebody else. And I think we're ready for a joke. Anybody want to put a joke in there? Okay. Okay, I see we are slightly behind time, so I think let's skip the joke for now. Yeah, and actually we're right on time, to be honest. Yeah. Okay. So let me go ahead. So what I'm going to share with you is a little educational, but I would like to do an educational on speech structure, if that's okay with you guys. Any objections if I talk about speech structure? You can put your hand up. Okay.
What's the time?
Okay. The time is 4 minutes, so you can make 3 to 4 minutes. You can do the timing. Okay, so I'm just going to share my screen. Okay.
Hello. Hello.
Hello, Christopher. Everything good there? Okay.
There are some people that drop their number. So where are they expecting us to text them?
Okay. Okay.
Because most of them, their WhatsApp number is not working on WhatsApp.
Okay. Yeah. So typically, yeah. Okay. So if you want to refer somebody to Peter Welgemoot or to Melissa Moni, you can actually, and you can't get hold of them, you can actually contact me and I'll put you in contact with them. But first prize would be to make a note of Peter's number so you can WhatsApp him, or Melissa Moni's number. You can WhatsApp her. Does that answer your question, Christopher?
Okay.
Okay, that's great. So let's move on with speech structure. Yeah, such an important subject. Okay. Basically, there's 4 elements to speech structure. You have a title, and that's maybe one of the most important things and the shortest part of the speech. Then you're going to have an opening, a body, and a conclusion. Okay, so a speech in a nutshell. Okay, you have an opening, so you tell your audience what you're going to tell them. The body, you tell your audience what you want to tell them, and break it up into maybe 3 components. And in conclusion, you tell your audience what you have just told them, and voila, a speech structure. Okay, it can be a little bit more involved than that, but the most important thing is your title. You will need to decide what you're going to speak about, and after that, you start playing around with your title. You're going to spend time on it and make it a key element of your speech. Okay, the opening, very briefly, you thank you, MC, for the introduction. You capture the audience attention with something stunning about yourself. You introduce yourself, and then you have a transition into the body. Just a brief statement that lets us know you transition into the body of your speech. And basically, you tell your audience what you are going to talk about. And then you get to the body, component 1. This is the first part. It's got to be a closed unit of everything you say has got to be set within parameters. It's all got to be that. And you transition into the second component. And the second component, again, it's got to be a closed unit. Don't speak about things outside of that component. Stick to what's in there. You transition to the third component. And the third component, again, it's structured. Everything you say has got to be within that small definition. Okay, and then you transition to your ending or the conclusion, and you don't want to make this too long. And this transition will alert your audience that your speech is coming to a close. And the transition could be as short as when you say, in closing, and that's your transition. It could be a few more words, and you're right into the conclusion. Now, you've got to be careful because you can mess it up in the conclusion right there. So briefly restate the main points of your speech. This could be a keyword, a phrase, or a sentence from each of your 3 components, if you have 3. Make sure that you don't bring new material in during the conclusion. So basically, just tell them what you have told them. And the shorter, the sweeter, the better. And then you need to close with impact. The conclusion may be all that some people remember about your speech. So if your conclusion's a little bit wishy-washy, when they walk away, they'll remember that sort of a wishy-washy speech. So they won't really appreciate that at all. Okay. Spend some time practicing your closing. In actual fact, I'll practice it in the mirror, memorize it, practice it in the mirror, use vocal variety, body language, really punch it in and keep it short and powerful. And then you hand control back to the master of ceremonies. You can simply say, and back to you, MC, and you're done. And that was an educational on the structure of a speech. It can be very straightforward, and the more straightforward, the better. Don't make it complicated. Keep it simple, keep it powerful. Okay. And the next item on the agenda is the advantages of joining. So I'm going to hand over to the MC to take us through the advantages of joining. Okay, well, I am the MC, so you see how desperately I need some role players. So you've got to join and take up some leadership roles. Okay. So very briefly, I'm just going to speak for a few seconds. The advantages of joining is that you can start doing the educationals and you can get the certificates. Okay. So there are 4 areas that you can actually study in. The first is public speaking, and there's 44 assignments or projects in that. Each project ends with a speech, and you get in that an associate level, licentiate, and fellowship level. It's not SACWA recognized, but it's good to have, and people will recognize the value of the certificate, because when we give your certificate to you and your boss, for example, we'll give them a transcript of everything you've learned, all 44 assignments and projects that you've done. And then we get to business networking, and that's got about 30 assignments at this point in time, also associate, licentiate, fellowship. and you get the certificates. And then you're going to get to leadership, which has got 44 assignments in. Now you might say, why leadership? Because as soon as you do business networking and public speaking, you're doing leadership, and there's a whole lot of things that happen in the background behind a meeting. The meeting is just a finished product, and there's 11 roles, the MC plus all the others. In fact, if you look on the program that I sent you, at the bottom of the program on page 2, there's a list of the leadership roles. Okay, so you learn how to do the leadership roles. And the reason why it's so important, remember, this is not a charity, it's a franchise. So once you've got your fellowship in leadership, you can then go on to get a paid position in region. So you can earn a decent salary doing what you love, but you need to get that fellowship credential, okay? And then there's social media. You can also get a fellowship in social media, associate, licentiate, and fellowship, but it's a little bit more. It's closer to 50 projects because social media is very big. We need social media, we need AI, and we need products, we need good things to promote. And so social media is the way things are going these days. You want to be an influencer, study social media. It's going to help you get there. Okay. Okay, so those are the good reasons to join. As soon as you join, you are able to start doing your assignments, and you can get your credentials, and you can get a paid job in region. And besides, you'll probably, by the time your leadership abilities improve and your speaking abilities, social media, etc., you're going to do better at your job. And if you're running a business, your business is going to run so much better. Okay, well, that's the end of my argument about the advantages of joining. And what I haven't mentioned is the price, okay? It's 2,500 Rand for 12 months. So from the date that you sign up, right for 12 months exactly, you then have membership. Okay, so we don't have financial periods. You sign up anytime you like, and you got membership for 12 months. Okay. Any questions? Anybody? Now is your chance to ask me some awkward questions. Okay.
I have a question,
So,
Frank.
please go ahead, Malisimani.
Thank you once again very much. The question that I have is, do we have to complete any link to complete the form online or manual? How is the process of joining?
Okay, so in the chat, I see somebody posted it there. Let me just see. It's and it's also on the form as well. So let me just quickly, while I've got the form open here, let me just see. Okay, you join Network Mind. There's a sign up form and there's a banking account details, and you know, we're very flexible about it. I'm just going to post that for everybody. You can pay it in one go. You can pay it over 3 months, 4 months, 6 months, 12 months. Just tell me what you want to do, and we'll do it the way you want it. And if you refer somebody else, bring a friend, and they sign up, you get 20% on what they pay to Network Mind. So if they pay their full fee, 2,500, you get 250 Rand. Sorry, 500 Rand. 500 Rand for each person you refer. And if you referred 5 people, you don't pay for your membership. So refer people and do it for free. So, any other questions? Okay, that's a pleasure, Malisimani. Okay, wonder of wonders, we are exactly on time. We were supposed to get to the Smith feedback at exactly 20:45, and it's exactly 20:45 now. So, Anshin, would you like to give us the Clocksmith feedback?
You want all the time.
Yeah, well, all the times that you can remember. Okay. You can maybe take your background out that we can see you as you give the feedback.
Okay. Okay. Let's see if I can do that.
Okay.
Bertus! Bertus!
We're still seeing that timer screen, the blue Toastmaster
Yeah,
timer
I'm trying to
screen.
take it out.
Okay.
Bertus! Wat hierdie timer ding werk? Hulle wil my gesig sien.
If you can't get the background out, it doesn't matter. You can just go ahead and give your feedback then.
That all. Yeah. That's so easy.
Yeah, we can
It's
see you.
just a piece of paper. Okay, the timing when we introduced ourselves went so fast, so I'm not going to tell you that. Is it fine?
Okay. Yeah.
Uh,
Yeah. No, that's okay. Yes.
Peter talked 14 minutes on his
Okay.
yes. And Melisimani talked 12 minutes and 43 seconds. And on the questions, 55 seconds. Frans talked on the speech structure. It was 3 minutes. And 3 minutes and 40 seconds. And the advantage of joining, it was longer than 3 minutes. It was about, it was 2 minutes. That's all.
Okay. No, thank you very much. Much appreciate that. Okay. And now we've got a 5-minute session. And what we call it is general feedback. And like all you guys have been sitting there and watching to see what we're doing. And now is your chance. Now is your chance to say, I'm happy with ABC, or I'm unhappy with ABC, or whatever you want to say.
That is.
Say it now. Who would like to go first?
I didn't quite get there. Please, can you reintroduce that, Frans, please?
Okay. It's
For easier
a
reference.
general feedback. So we open it to the floor to just tell us what you thought of the meeting. Good or bad, it doesn't matter. You can say anything. We've got thick
Thank you.
skins.
I'll
Yeah.
go first. Thank
Okay.
you. Thank you.
Yes.
Okay. Let me first thank everyone else for their time, and thank you for the opportunity to present the business, and thank you once again to Peter and everyone else. Well, Peter, the way you presented the AI, normally when we see the advert on our phones here while watching the reels and TikTok, we'll just scroll past it. But the way you've unpacked it, it made me to rethink, to say we need to really consider paying attention to AI, and hopefully let it not get past 24 months before one has the knowledge of the certificate or how AI works. I do appreciate it. And thank you very much, Frans, once again for a presentation that you just did on unpacking the stages of a speech, what it involves, what you start with, tell people what you want to tell them, and tell them what you've already told them. I hope I did good. I'm just hoping to get evaluation from the rest of the other people on the floor. Thank you very much. That's all I have to say.
So thank you very much, Melisimani. And anybody else? Just be honest. Just say what you feel.
Once I can say something.
Please go ahead. Yes.
Yeah, I'm very impressed with what you've done, and I think just carry on pushing it because it will grow. I like it a lot. So well done on that. Yeah. And then, excuse me if I pronounce your name wrong. Malasemane. Is that correct? Malasemane.
100%. 100%.
100%. All right. I
Thank
love
you.
your attitude. Let me tell you, we need more of that. I love it. I love how you presented it. I love how you complimented other speakers. It's really well done. I have been a public figure for a very long time. I've been a public speaker for many, many years. I've been on television all over the show. And you come across as very authentic. And that's what you need to keep. Keep the authentic. Don't worry too much about processes. Your authentic character comes through. I love it. That's all I need to say.
Thank you very much for your kind words, Peter. It's much
you.
appreciated. Anybody else would like to say something?
Franz, I
Franz,
want to say,
Yes, please go ahead.
go first. Franz, I just want to. Okay. Okay. Franz, I hope if this will go on and on, because I think we need this. It's like like Toastmasters. There's a lot of people that wants to speak, but they are shy. So I hope that it goes very good for you. And I think it's a
Thank
very
you.
good idea.
Thank you very much, Anshin. I really appreciate your kind words. And the intention is for it to grow and get bigger and bigger and more powerful. So we're certainly going to go for it, enhance business around us, and enhance ourselves.
Franz, I want to well done, and I want to involve more on your sessions, and I want to join in your this one, this whatever this group. So Network Mind, yes, and
Yes.
I and also I thank you for Peter and Malasemane. So they did very well. So I am very much thank you to you all. Thank you.
Thank you, Srikamp. And I'd just like to give a big thank you to Peter Velgemoot and Malasemane. Your business speeches were out of this world of very high quality, and it's actually made me think, and I'm sure everybody else, that we really need to embrace AI. And for Malesemane's products, let's support her if we can. Let's embrace this opportunity. Thank you so much. You've really made it for us all. I'm so happy for that. Yes. And I can maybe close my comments by saying, would you like to give a presentation next week, in 2 weeks' time, a business presentation? Or would you like to give a 5 to 7 minute speech next week? Okay. You don't have to answer now, but you can if you want to. I will, in any case, contact everybody and ask them one-on-one if you want to give a speech. Even if I have to beg them to give a speech, but I'll do it. And you're going to be entertained out of your socks next meeting. Well, I can promise you. Anybody else would like to say something? Okay. Well, if you wanted to say something but you didn't get a chance, you can tell me afterwards and I'll put it on the group so we can all see. But I think it's got to the time I'm going to now hand over to the area director. And okay, that's me. So I'm just going to carry on. So what I'm going to do here is I'm going to, on a point, okay, as the area director, on a point, thank you. This has been a magnificent meeting. So of the 3 meetings we've held officially, this has been the the most magnificent meeting. I think the first meeting we had 2 people. The second meeting we had 6 people. 6. And this meeting we had 14 people. I haven't even got enough fingers to show you that. So I think the progress is absolutely awesome. The aim is to have 30 people in the meeting, because I think that gives the right sort of atmosphere and the right dynamic. So let's try and get 30 people next time, and please invite people if you can. Okay. And thank you to everybody for the way you've contributed to the success of this meeting. And with that, I'm going to hand back to the MC again. Okay, so I'm the MC. Okay, yeah, you've got to join and take some roles. Yeah. Okay. Let's talk about the upcoming events. Okay. Next week is the 22nd of April, public speaking, and I'd like to have 4 or 5 speakers, 5 to 7 minutes. 29th of April, business networking. 6th of May, public speaking. 13th of May, business networking, and it just goes on and on in that way. So it will never stop. It will just keep going. Okay. And okay, so I think we are in fact 4 minutes ahead of schedule. And so in this, I can close the meeting right now, or I can hand it over to the floor. Anything on a point any of you would like to say, and we've got 3 minutes to say it in. Oh, Wilson, you've no. Okay. I didn't see anybody's raised hand. Okay. Okay. So with that, on a point, again, nothing was said on that, and thank you for an absolutely wonderful meeting. I really enjoyed it. And the speeches, the 2 business presentations were absolutely amazing. And so without further ado, I hereby declare this meeting closed.